Hi, this is the Dakar, stage 4, Jujuy, first marathon stage.
Time to travel to the land of the Incas, where altitude adds something of its own to this glorious landscape. The world today, or the word, is a marathon. Huge loop, fast, confusing high-altitude plains of Jujuy, and back again to Jujuy. Bed yourselves in then. Well, after the rain of this Dakar, nice to go somewhere sort of drier and warmer, I think it's fair to say. Still, some of the early part in this long run today had to be dealt with.
I worked through the hail, I worked through the storm, hammering nail, I worked on the crowd, but the rain never stopped. Worked in the north, worked in the south, I've worked out west, through the worst and the best, trucking through fog, trucking on ice, a deadpan frown, while the rain washed down.
How do they say it? Dakar?
Thankfully, getting drier. Honda have started to show that they mean business, though, on this Dakar, but Barreda lost a stage with a speeding penalty. Is he worried about small mistakes creeping in? He says the truth is it's okay, everything's okay. I think that we've got a second week to look forward to, and the gaps are going to get bigger and bigger. Barreda's penalty meant that history was made on the Dakar. Benavides, I'm the first Argentine to win a stage on a bike, and right now I'm pushing 100%, he says. Mayo, likewise, a happy boy. Best KTM, new race leader, Slovakian Stefan Zvitko. Two great stages have put him right in contention. I don't expect this. I wanted to be in the top 3 in this Dakar, but I didn't expect to lead, he says.
Ale že by som viedol Dakar, tak to som už vôbec ani len netušil.
Leads one thing, but how long will it last? The marathon stage means that the tyres of all of the bike competitors need to be marked to make sure everyone adheres to the rules in Parc Fermé between the stages. This is Marc de Croc. He says we consider that the marathon stage is one single stage, and it's happening today and tomorrow. And for this reason, we've decided nobody will be allowed to change their tyres, and we've marked all the tyres yesterday for all the bikes and all the quads. They're allowed to switch and change their tyres with each other on the liaison, but not in Parc Fermé. It's truly closed Parc Fermé, no touchy. So they won't be allowed to touch the bike at all. So it's a question of, I don't know, nursing the machine. Here we go, the first real navigational test as the bikes climb the mountains to the plateaus around Jujuy. Well, marathons often mean earlier starts, though the bikes are normally away before dawn breaks. A relief to the riders to get out of the sodden bivouac and head into the drier paths ahead. Well, you can't see it right here, but scorched landscape. It starts to burn sort of terracotta. It has an orange look to the earth. So hot does it get. And there we are, the region of Polonia. It's lovely. As the riders wound their way through this region of Poland, first while riding leader Stefan Zvitko. Slovenian lost 7 minutes today. Strategy is everything on these marathon stages. Zvitko definitely seemed to be playing the long game. Today was both about speed and conservation, mostly of tyres, and Bereda pushed his equipment as far as he dared, I think it's fair to say. Cost him 5 minutes, robbing him of his overall advantage. Gonçalves, the stage to win to Paulo Gonçalves. He took that with the dubious honour of opening the road tomorrow. It's something that has been a bit of a dark mark for many this year. Gonçalves himself lost time at the end after getting confused when the trails became more technical. More on that in a moment. Well, that came from Kevin Benavides. Some help getting from the line, Benavides providing it, and in the overall standings, holding on to second place. Honda team looking very, very good indeed, and Benavides, that's something of a surprise to many, but he is very, very good indeed.
At the end, Paulo followed me, that's Gonçalves. We arrived here together, it was a good stage, it was really fast and in one part, then after that, it was the route was a little bit technical, so that was my expertise, so he followed me. There's a new addition to the Honda squad, forget to mention, that's Rippy Brabeck, winner of the 2014 Baja in all classes, 250, 500 and 1000. He's 24 years of age, grabbed 9th today, 17th overall.
The altitude was kind of taking away power, so I was a little bit slow in the morning, but other than that, the stage was really, really fast. Dusty too. For how much rain we got yesterday, it's pretty dusty up here today. So other than that, I did pretty well. You know, the bike's still good for tomorrow. Today's marathon, so tomorrow we're going to go back at it and keep pushing towards podium.
Dusty throat hampering his karaoke style. Drama for Enduro World Champion Pierre-Alexandre Renet today, as he had a nasty crash, unfortunately, just a few kilometres from the end of the stage. The head injury means that he is out, he lost consciousness, he's gone to hospital. This is Lea Sanz. In a corner somewhere near the end, I found him unconscious, and I was really scared, to be honest, because after 3 or 4 minutes he was out, and then finally he woke up. We were waiting for the helicopter, and it was a good day until the crash, of course, of Pela. Well, Sanz will of course get her time back after helping Renet. Antoine Mayo backed up his showing from stage 3, proving that a high start position can make a big difference. He'll keep that for the second leg of this marathon after finishing 6th today. Toby Price seemed to have fixed his GPS issues from stage 3, moved up the timesheets as the day wore on from 13th to 5th at the line. Price, like all the KTMs, was playing to conserve his tyres for tomorrow. Lost 4 minutes on Gonçalves, but not too drastic. What about Ruben Faria? Well, like Price, he started outside the top 15, but the KTM rider by the end had gained a little over 2 minutes. The Husqvarnas and the KTMs, both the same models, just different badges incidentally. But in terms of outright pace, and KTM or Husqvarna riders to get near the Honda pace. Something that slightly perturbed 14th place finisher Matthias Walkner. He's on the factory KTM and he's not happy at all. Have a listen. Well, I'll tell you what he says. Here we go. I'm a little bit upset because I'm looking for answers as to why I lost 8 minutes. I've always checked my speed with the GPS and maybe I've missed something, but for sure, for the moment, I have no idea why I'm not quicker.
Und vielleicht, dass das bei den anderen nicht war. Aber sonst keine Ahnung, wo ich so viel Zeit liegen lassen habe.
There we are. Chat to him earlier. 2.5 minutes win then for Gonçalves when Faria grabbing second by 2 seconds. Benavides Barreda, despite his penalty, sneaking ahead of Price. In the overall, it's still Honda lockout, as you can see, in the top 3 positions. Best bike for the Brits. Jamie Smith, 126, 2 hours 42 down. Chris Cork still waiting for his time today, but he says he has finished, which is good news. So Parc Fermé, what does it mean? Has its own unique problems, not just finding a bin bag. I really struggled on the straights while the Hondas were flat out. It was speed limit on the liaison on my GPS locked itself at 50 kilometers an hour, so I rode 35 kilometers at 50 and almost arrived late and had no time to work on my bike. There we are. He's not happy. So many will feel the same. Big knobblies, they're going to need those tomorrow, so that's why they preserved them today. Well, 4 new tyres and 2 spare wheels. The quads get a few concessions for their marathon stage. Bagwana had a fantastic start to the Dakar, but today was a difficult one for the South African, losing 41 minutes after stopping just after the start. He lost the time to the overall leader, 2:51. Ignacio Cathare was leading the category and left Jujuy this morning. He's still leading the race by 12 minutes over Medeiros, who lost time today with the 3rd place. Hugo Hernandez, fantastic day, finished the stage in 2nd place. Very late into the Yo-Yo bivouac, the red and white Aconia buggy finally arrived, safe and sound. Why so late? The electrical car needed energy supplied by their assistance truck throughout the daily stages. And once again, an electric vehicle is trying its hardest at the Dakar adventure, driven this year by Argentine Ariel Jaton. It's ambitious. Well, the car's got a normal tubular chassis, says, with an electric engine. Is the central part connected to the gearbox with 6 gears like a conventional car. It's equipped with 8 packs of batteries, and these packs are essentially connectable where they're charged. His words. There are 14,600 batteries. How big are they? They are of this type. They're all connected together. I guess you can always pop into a local newsagent to stock up if they go wrong. Well, normally, he didn't say that, by the way. Normally to drive this car we have a circuit breaker and we have a dashboard that gives us information on the energy, and we have our systems giving us an idea of how much the batteries are charged. The steering is electric, unlike a normal car, and we have a regulator for the smoothness of the steering. Well, unlike normal cars, we have a pedal where the clutch would normally be. It's used to regenerate energy. It's an electric brake that helps us to recharge the batteries. 14,600 of them. I guess if his torch ever goes out, he knows where to find a spare. We believe that clean energy, renewable energies, electrical energy is able to compete with conventional energies, and we've worked a lot on this electric car to demonstrate that renewable energies can be used in the toughest race in the world. So far so good. A Konya car, still the fastest of its class. Talking about making an impact, Loeb is now 2 from 2 in this Dakar. Well, he was coming into today. Sure, it's good for confidence. I'm 5 minutes ahead. I'd rather be 5 minutes ahead than behind. And even if it gets complicated, we're going to do our best to stay focused and see where it takes us. Well, the pace of the new boy surely got his rivals worried. What about NASA?
Okay, Sebastian, he make a really good time, but okay, we try to do our best, you know, to continue in this pace.
Not only are the marks feeling the load pressure, his teammates as well. What's Carlos got to say? Well, it's hard to tell with such a long race. We've only done 2 stages. Well, once more, the man quietly plugging away, Gilles de Villiers.
We need to be in that position, or maybe one better at the end of the race.
Yesterday at the bivouac, as soon as the stage was over, the wheels of the cars were marked for the next day's marathon stage. The top cars would only be allowed to use a certain number of wheels for 2 consecutive stages. Well, there was a huge gap from the early noughties until last year when the marathon stages were brought back in, and now it seems they're here to stay. Out into the clouds of Jujuy, which thankfully cleared today. After a rainy night, the conditions were actually beautiful in the Provincia. By the start, the special Antiplano of Argentina, many had come to cheer on the Dakar heroes. 3,000 meters altitude. We're already, actually we've been over 4,000 here, so we already feel that the engine is weaker, and we're also having problems breathing. So we need to adapt to the altitude. It's also the first part of the marathon stage, and we have to take it easy. We have to do 2 stages with the same tyres without assistance, and maybe we won't drive at 100%. We need to deal with this stage, and if all goes well, maybe push harder tomorrow, depending on, I guess, the condition of everything, including the tyres. New experience for Loeb then, business as usual for Alataya.
I'm quite happy to at least make a long stage, you know, because 2 days ago it was really a lot of rain, and it's not easy for us, but okay, now I think Dakar start from today.
And like yesterday, Sebastian Loeb would again open the way. Not the best positioned on this long special. Second overall at the start of the day special was Gilles de Villiers. Seemed to be well in contention, but today the South African's Hilux suffered. At such altitude, his engine seriously lacked power, unfortunately. De Villiers lost close to 9 minutes out there. Harry Hunt, by the way, came home for 22nd. He's still top 20 in 17th place. Rather discreet, the man who impressed last year on his debut showed potential. Yashid Al-Raji, fastest of the Toyota drivers today, in 6th place. As went to Rio Baranakas. Cyril Dupre improving every single day after a disappointing first year with Peugeot. He's getting better. Former biker managed his best ever performance, the Frenchman finishing 5th on the special. He's now 8th overall. The Pierces, by the way, haven't shown up on the timesheets, but I believe they're okay. Let's certainly hope so. Alataya and Bormel. Not a happy man with the loop to Jujuy, despite a good start. Second fastest time at CP1, then struggled, had to settle for 4th position, losing close to 5 minutes.
We cannot follow the buggy, you know, and the buggy is too fast.
Dakar sensation was again impressive. Sebastian Loeb admitted he took it easy, even stopping when he heard sentinel signals of cars he was overtaking. These were essentially false alerts for him. He crossed the finish line, 3rd spot, only 27 seconds adrift. Well, I tried to drive a marathon pace, but I'm not a marathon man, he says. I didn't want to make a mistake today, though, so I enjoyed a clean stage without errors. Carlos Sainz looked in winning shape. El Matador pushed hard and actually would have won the stage if it hadn't been for a puncture. Spaniard had to settle for second spot, just 11 seconds adrift at the end. El Matador. He means business. That's scaring the wildlife, as you can see. Pampas grass. Not overly delicious, but they seem to like it. Man of the day was Stefan Pederhansel, not worried about altitude. The Frenchman flew to his first win in Peugeot. Indeed, of this Dakar, his 66th stage success, 33rd in a car. Monsieur Dakar is back. Second spot overall, just under 5 minutes behind Loeb, but it was a sweet win today. For me, it's the first special win in a Peugeot on the Dakar. That's nice. We worked hard all year, so there was a bit of uncertainty. I see he shaved off his lucky beard. When we arrived at the Dakar, we didn't know our level of performance, and we're not yet too proud because we know that in terms of reliability, we haven't done all the necessary tests on this car. We've only done 3 days of racing, so we're biding our time, essentially. Pederhansel, Sainz, Loeb. A lockout of Peugeots 1, 2 and 3 on the stage. Nasser not happy. Peugeot just behind him as well, so Nasser in a Peugeot sandwich. Loeb leading this one. Now 4 minutes and 48 ahead of Pederhansel. Alataya is still in 3rd place and looking strong. Poulter, the South African, still up there. Parc Fermé then. So cars to be locked up and not touched. It's an unusual thing for some. Some aren't overly chuffed about it. Drivers like to be close to their vehicles. We'll see how they go. Gerard de Roy put a gap of 49 seconds between his Iveco and the man of Sluis at CP1. De Roy kept the gap at CP2. First victory of the Dakar 2016 for De Roy. He's now up to 4th overall. Well, good to have a proper battle, but as we get to the softer stuff, once we've dealt with these planes, surely the cameras will come back, but for the time being, others are having their fun. So De Roy dancing. And Sluis in the MAN, very fast, very strong machine. Ended up the stage second, 37 seconds behind the leader after the first part of the marathon. And Stacey was the lead after a 2-minute penalty. Is running the same kind of pace as De Roy and Sluis during the 3rd stage. And my favourite, Federico Viagra, still in the process of learning the handling of his truck. The Argentine looks like he's understood most of it. 4th on the stage, he's 3rd overall. These machines really were built for this sort of terrain. Of all of them, they kind of look the most at home, bizarrely. These roads are plied by trucks supplying some of the outlying communities. Martin Colomni won the stage yesterday, 7th overall. First Tatra truck reaching the finish in today's stage, 7th. 3 different manufacturers, very close fight for the top 10. Great race. Maybe the cameras have not found the right type of stage to suit them just yet. Mardif was 4th behind. But it's a marathon this, and they're good.
Así subimos a la oficina.
Up to my office, he said, by the way.
We just did 120 kilometers of liaison, and now we are at the start of the special stage. That's how it looks like. All the bikes are lined up waiting for the starting time. I'm starting in 45 minutes, so I have some time to eat and to drink and to get ready.
Good on you. And then go to the sides always.
Mira.
Yes.
Mira. If I put in this position,
Yes.
okay, here we have more gas. Don't work good too. He worked bad.
Yes.
You know, it's in this position, more gas. I don't know why. Well,
Yeah.
listen.
I know. But
We change.
no. We change it. We move it here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry. Take it easy, Albert. Take
Okay.
it easy.
Chill out, Albert. Long way to go. Stage 5 tomorrow. The marathon continues.